Hey guys, this is Amit and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Vivo V20 Pro versus Realme X7 Pro. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips, and about the prices. And in the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let's comparison start with the camera of the devices. Starting with the rear camera of the devices, V20 Pro have triple camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. And about the X7 Pro, it have quad camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of quad camera setup, which have an extra camera lens. And about the selfie camera of the devices, V20 Pro have dual camera setup, 44 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, and X7 Pro have 32 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is V20 Pro because it can take great photos, and due to ultra wide lens you can take easily group selfies. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. V20 Pro have dual LED dual tone flash with HDR and panorama, and X7 Pro have LED flash with HDR and panorama. So the winner here is V20 Pro because of dual tone dual LED flash. And about the video recording options of the devices, V20 Pro can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps and Full HD video max at 60 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. In other hand, X7 Pro can shoot 4K video max at 60 fps and Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is without a doubt X7 Pro because of high FPS. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Android 10 support, so it's a tie here. And about the user interface of the devices, V20 Pro have FunTouch UI and X7 Pro have Realme UI. So I will call it's a tie here because it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. V20 Pro is powered by Snapdragon 675G and X7 Pro have Dimensity 1000 Plus. So the clear winner here is X7 Pro because it can give you 50% more better performance in multitasking and gaming. And in the GPU of the devices, V20 Pro comes with Adreno 620 GPU and X7 Pro have Mali G77. So again the winner here is X7 Pro because it can double your FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. V20 Pro can clock at 2.4 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset, and X7 Pro can clock at 2.6 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of higher clock speed. And about the RAM variants of the devices, V20 Pro have only 8GB of RAM and X7 Pro have 6 and 8GB of RAM options. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of multi-RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. V20 Pro have 128GB and X7 Pro have 128 and 256GB. So X7 Pro is the winner here because of multi-storage options. And about the external storage of the devices, both of the devices did not have any card slot option, so it's a tie here. Moving to the display of the devices, let's talk about the screen size of the devices. V20 Pro have 6.44 inches of display and X7 Pro have 6.55 inches of display. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of bigger display. And about the screen to body ratio, V20 Pro have 85% and X7 Pro have 85.8%. So I will call it's a tie here because both of the devices have approx the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Both of the devices have Full HD Plus display, so it's a tie here. And about the display type of the devices, V20 Pro have AMOLED display with HDR10 support and X7 Pro have Super AMOLED display with 120Hz of refresh rate. So the winner here is X7 Pro because higher refresh rate can give you better experience. Moving to the body features of the devices. Let's start with the thickness of the devices. V20 Pro have 7.4 mm of thickness and X7 Pro have 8.5 mm of thickness. So the winner here is V20 Pro because of slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, V20 Pro have 170 grams of weight and X7 Pro have 184 grams of weight. So the winner here is V20 Pro because of lighter weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, V20 Pro have Gorilla Glass 6 and X7 Pro have Gorilla Glass 5. So the winner here is V20 Pro because of newer generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Both of the devices have plastic back with plastic frame, so it's a tie here. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices. Starting with the fingerprint scanner of the devices, both of the devices have under display fingerprint scanner, so it's a tie here. And about the sensors in the devices, both of the devices have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity sensor and compass, so again it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. V20 Pro have 4000 mAh battery and X7 Pro have 4500 mAh battery. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of bigger battery capacity. And about the charging speed of the devices, V20 Pro have 33 watts of fast charging and X7 Pro have 65 watts of fast charging. So obviously the winner here is X7 Pro. Because of 65 watts of fast charging can charge your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. V20 Pro have normal speakers and X7 Pro have stereo speakers. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of stereo speakers. And about the headphone jack of the devices, both of the devices did not have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, so it's a tie here. Moving to the communication chips in the devices. Starting with the WLAN of the devices, both of the devices have dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Direct and hotspot, but X7 Pro have 6th generation of Wi-Fi, so the winner here is X7 Pro. And about the Bluetooth of the devices, V20 Pro have 5th generation of Bluetooth and X7 Pro have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth, so X7 Pro is the winner here because of newer generation. Let's talk about the GPS chips in the devices. Both of the devices have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS, but X7 Pro have NAVIC. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of NAVIC. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, both of the devices have 2nd generation of Type-C connector, but V20 Pro have USB OTG support, so the winner here is V20 Pro. Lastly, moving to the price of the devices. In the international market, V20 Pro is available from $400 and X7 Pro is available from $300 In Indian market, V20 Pro will start from 30,000 rupees and X7 Pro is available from 24,000 rupees. In the conclusion of the video, the winner in camera is X7 Pro. In performance, the winner is X7 Pro. In display, the winner is X7 Pro. In the body segment, the winner is V20 Pro. In the feature of the devices, the winner is X7 Pro. In the communication chips, the winner is X7 Pro. And about the prices, the winner is X7 Pro. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far. And let me know in the comment below what you think about the video and which one is better device for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. And comment what's your thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad. If you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.